Hey guys, it's finally Friday. The day has come that I wanted to leave. It has been raining the whole day and it is still raining. I finished packing though, so behind me you can see all the things that I want to take with me. It's quite a lot. I hope it all fits in the van and that I planned correctly. Also, I have only slept like 4 hours or so, and I have to clean the flat afterwards and I have to clear everything, and there's so many things to do. I really don't have the time to film a lot. I would love to do time lapses or film anything, but in this weather and I'm in such a rush. I'm behind and this whole trip is delayed by months now, so I just want to get on the road. So please bear with me that I'm not filming anything. But maybe this is officially the first video of this 3-month road trip. So don't mind me how I look. I look terrible, I know. So yeah, let me get outside and load the van up and see you on the road. Okay guys, the time has come. I think I put everything in the van I have and I'm ready to go. But you have to know that I don't think I am prepared. I'm quite scared, to be honest, although I've been traveling so much before and I've done this exact same thing in New Zealand. Also, what you have to know about the situation is that I started packing like 2 days ago and the van wasn't finished until yesterday, so I was still working in here. And you can still smell the oil that I treated the wood with, for example, and it's all still very fresh, and I'm not even done yet. Like the tent that I wanted to put in front of the car is basically a tarpaulin and some bamboo poles. Nothing really done yet. There's still a few things on the van that I needed fixing, so I just packed some tools with me so I can do that on the road. So as you can tell, I'm eager to get on the road. The reason for that is money, but also it is the end of June. It is midsummer in Europe, so if I want to catch good weather, especially if I'm going to Scotland and stuff like that, I really should start traveling. So I haven't fixed any camera fixtures in the van yet or outside, so this is why I'm still holding the camera by hand. All I know is that from experiences from past travels, all of this will fit into place. All of this will be just fine. Because on none of my travels I was really prepared. I knew what was going to happen. I knew what to expect. I just dived into it. And this is the exact same thing what I've been doing here. In less than a month I converted this van into a camper van and I fixed so many things, and I don't know, let's go on this adventure together. I will film everything and take pictures, and you have my social media, so be sure to follow for more. And yeah, wish me luck guys, see you on the road. So I only drove a couple of miles to say goodbye to the, at the moment, most important person for me. And it is still raining, of course, and I actually realized that this window up here is still leaking. Like, I thought I fixed it, but apparently it is not. It is still a lot of water coming in, which is quite annoying. It drips on you in the curves. So as an emergency fix, I just taped some cloth to the roof, and hopefully it's not dripping on me at least, and on the other side. Also, the solar panel disconnected. Like, I had to get the toolbox out anyway to get the tape and everything, so it's no problem. But honestly, I haven't even driven 5 miles and already everything goes to hell. What a great start, and what a great omen the weather is, really. And this is Germany, so I'm going to mostly UK, Scotland, Ireland. I don't think it's going to rain less there. So yeah, I know I'm finally ready to go, sort of said goodbye to the last important person. And yeah, now I'm going to be finally on the road, just posting on Instagram and typing in the destination for tonight, and it's already 5 p.m, 5:30 even. So yeah, let me get on the road and see you later. By the way, if you haven't noticed, of course little Archie is with me once again. Some of you who have been following me for longer know him from my road trip in New Zealand. That's where we met, and since then he's been traveling with me, and he's my little lucky squirrel. Oh my. Why is this so dark? Hold on. There we go. Oh, I can also turn the lights on. This is nice. Yeah, I drove to St. Peter-Ording, and it's a tourist destination. So even in this weather, it's still summer, and it's forbidden to camp everywhere, like on every parking lot. It's forbidden to camp. And obviously I built this camper and made it self-sufficient so that I don't have to use campsites or hotels or whatever. So I drove out of the city again and found this parking lot on a crossroad. It's not very nice, but I am so tired. I am not feeling well at all, saying goodbye to all those people the past few days, and mostly it's that I'm alone, doing this alone, and it feels a lot like back in New Zealand, but yeah, different. And the landscape, as you saw, wasn't that interesting. Like back in New Zealand it was interesting landscape and it was so all very different, but here this was basically my home, and it's not very different than it's not like going on vacation right now, is what I'm trying to say. So there's no signs here on this parking lot that I am not allowed to camp here, but it's also not very nice with all the traffic around me, as you can probably hear. I don't know what to do, to be honest, but I'm exhausted, and as I said, I'm not quite sure this whole project was really worth it. And I know it's always the same when you start traveling, you have these doubts, and it's not really, you're not quite happy, and as soon as the sun comes out and you meet people and you are really on the road, and then it suddenly gets worthwhile. But at the moment it sucks, and I'm hungry, but I'm really not keen on cooking inside the van. Oh man, I don't know what to do. Let me think this through and just rest for a while, and I can always go somewhere else. That's the beauty of it. I can just lie here, and if I decide I want to go, I can just hop to the front and drive away. So that's quite nice. Oh, here you can see this lovely spot I picked out for tonight. I'm still thinking of going somewhere else, but let's be honest here, paying $20 to sit somewhere else in the rain, not worth it. So I'm gonna check on this pinboard if there actually is any sign of camping forbidden. If not, I'm gonna stay here, because then nobody can say anything. Let's check. So as it turns out, the camping gas cooker I bought, you can see it down here, Nice and nifty machine, basically the same one I had in New Zealand, and it's these very cheap cookers, but this was supposed a good one. Does not work. But thankfully, maybe you can hear the sound. Thankfully, I have an emergency or small camping cooker for hiking trips or emergencies. I didn't expect to use that in my first night ever, but there you go. So after 1 hour of trying around, maybe I can have a hot dinner finally. Alright, I think I managed to cook the very first dinner improvised in this van, and it's actually not so bad. If I'm alone, I can sit here and actually can use this as a table. And as you can see, I turned the lights on and I have a good book. And yeah, let's have dinner. Alright guys, I ate. The rain is getting less and less, the traffic is getting less, and it's going to be dark soon. So I'm going to say goodnight here. And yeah, for first day of van living, even though I basically started at 5 PM or something, I would count it as a success. The warning light, I looked it up. It's some kind, it is an engine problem, but it is not really important. You can just keep driving. But it is most likely due to the braking lights in the back, that there might be contacts corroded or a short circuit or something with the rear brake lights. I don't know. What else is there? Yeah, 1.5 years ago I was in this exact same spot, lying on the bed in my SUV, my Honda, back in New Zealand. Back then the landscape was a lot more interesting, the sun was shining, I was maybe more excited. I will just lie here and read until the sun goes down, and then I will sleep, and then I will wake up in the morning, and then I will drive to Dunedin, I guess. And this is my life now. Just living in this car, and I don't know. But it was a beautiful day, amazing sceneries. The Southern Scenic Route really is beautiful. I was in a different country, it was more of an adventure probably. And it wasn't as risky and investment heavy. Like, I put a lot more effort, money and time into this project. Although the traveling time is exactly the same. The last road trip was also 3 months. So yeah, I'm not sure. I feel a bit better now. I rode with people and warm food, and all of that helps obviously. So I am going to stay here in this lovely parking lot with cars driving by. Yeah, but it feels weird. It is just like back in New Zealand. So good night, and thanks for joining me today. See you tomorrow again on the road.